Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Today, my mum asked me what the reason behind my clothing was, and the only thing I could think of was, please notice me senpai? Luke is Not Sexy has created the zombie apocalypse tag, whereby I have to answer questions as to what I would do in a zombie apocalypse. Number 1, what 3 YouTubers would you have in your team? Firstly, I would go with Tyler Oakley, not because really he's going to be any help in a zombie apocalypse, but because his laugh is so infectious. I think I would just literally die laughing. Secondly, I'd like to go with Dan Lot on Fire. Again, not because he'd be useful, but he is the sort of person that will nope out of any situation, so he won't be that annoying person in a TV show where they go and see what the problem is, where if they hear screaming they will go towards that. He would just nope away from everything, so we know that we're not going to have a problem with him. And third on my list, I would go with FPS Russia, because guns. Lots and lots of guns. The object immediately to your left is your only weapon. How fucked are you? Honestly, I would say I'm pretty fucked. I have 1 foam stress ball, 1 pair of tweezers, 1 inhaler. Well, actually no, this actually might help their heavy breathing. If you were a zombie, who would you bite? Moffat. If I bit Moffat, then there'd be no more Sherlock. Saying that, there are only 9 episodes out, so what have I got to lose? What would your survival plan be? To be honest, my survival plan would all depend on what the zombies were alert to. For example, in some movies they're allergic to heat, voice, light, and in some movies they're only alert to sound. So I don't know really. It just depends on what it was. What would you do if your parents became zombies? I think I would be that poor sod that would actually cage up my family, because I wouldn't want to kill them. I don't want to be put through that and kill my family. I'd rather just lock them up and know that technically they're still there with me. I think I'd do what Shaun did from Shaun of the Dead, where he locks up his best friend and cages him. I think I would do that. Do you want the zombie apocalypse to happen? I both do and don't really. I mean, it would be a cool experience. I mean, you'd get to have a gun, you get to be with all these new people, but then at the same time your friends and family will be dying from the bites from zombies. I'd also be away from school. I wouldn't have to worry about schoolwork anymore. UCAS out the window, just far out the window. But then at the same time, like I said, family will be dying, the earth will be in destruction, there'll be so many things gone, there'll be a constant battle for food and drink and shelter. I tag This Is Not Holly, Dan Is Not on Fire, and The Real Alex Bertie. Yeah? Why? Dragon Ball. Waiting for him to go. Waiting for him to go.